If you're training but not losing fat, it's probably not your effort. It's just a few things that you're not fixing. Most people don't even realize they're doing them. But in this video, I'm going to break down the 4 things that stop most people from losing fat, even if they're training consistently. These are common mistakes I see amongst the masses. But once you fix these, everything will fall into place and your results will come. Maybe, inshallah. Inshallah, inshallah. After a week off, good first setback, we take it. If you're not losing fat, a big possibility is that you're eating more than you think. This comes from underestimating your calories. What this mainly stems from is a lot of like hidden calories, so like people don't track. You know, if you use butter or ghee, as we use it, they don't track that, like liquid calories, they don't track it. You meant to track literally anything you put in your mouth. That's no. That was rash. That was quite rash. If you're training but not losing fat, the likelihood is you're probably eating more calories than you realize. This comes from not tracking correctly. That little bite of a chocolate bar you had, part of your calories, mate. That little side of ketchup you had with your eggs, part of your calories, mate. Also, anyone who says ketchup doesn't belong with eggs, yeah, you need checking. Maybe the little handful of nuts you had after work, guess what? Part of your calories, mate. People don't track everything they eat. They just think, oh, they'll have a little bite. But guess what? Those little bites, they add up. These are the hidden calories that you need to be tracking. Literally, these few hundred calories can be the difference from you being in a deficit to you being in a surplus. You can have a healthy diet, but you can still gain weight because it's not about what food you're eating, it's how much you're eating. You could be eating healthy food all day, but if you eat too much of it, it'll put you in a surplus, which means you're gaining weight, which you don't want, brother. You don't want that if you want to lose fat, obviously, that is. Anything that you consume, that counts as a calorie. Oh, yeah, that was crazy. Even if you have like a healthy diet and you're eating healthy, you can still not be in a deficit. You can still be eating more than you think. Just because it's healthy doesn't mean that it's calorie dense. You know what I mean? What's a healthy food that's high calorie? Put you on the spot now.
Weetabix. Not Weetabix, but grain. What I'm talking about is like grain.
Grain. On the spot, you can't answer. Come on, man.
Okay, what do you? I say honey then. Fair enough, honey.
Honey, that's a good one. That's a very, there you go. He's redeemed it. Honey is a good one. Things like honey, you might think it's healthy, but if you have a lot of it, it's actually quite high in calories. So just chillax. Actually track what you eat and take care of it. I was gonna dab, but I was like, I just got a random urge to dab in 2026, sorry. To fix this, you need to start building awareness around what you're eating. Track literally everything you eat. You don't even need to be perfect with it. Even just tracking your calories roughly, it will make a huge difference. All you gotta do, ask ChatGPT, mate. Literally send a picture of your meal. It'll tell you how many calories it is, roughly at least. It's better than just guessing and not even counting some of it. Whatever your calorie goals are, just make sure you're hitting them and make sure you're hitting them properly. Yeah, no guessing on that, yeah? Do it properly, mate. Hey. What do you call a can opener that doesn't work? A can't opener. Anyway, 55 kg tricep push down. That was a good one. No? Okay. If your training isn't improving, your body won't either. A lot of men, they train without structure. They just come in, do some random workouts, do some random machines. They don't actually know what they're doing. They don't have a plan for each session. They don't track their lifts, and mainly they don't push their sets hard enough. A lot of you are stopping before failure. Yeah, training to mild discomfort. I know you're doing that. Yeah, I know you're doing that. Don't make me come to your house. A common mistake I see so much is that people just use the same weights they do every session. They don't actually track their weights, and they don't actually increase the weights or increase the reps. They don't progressively overload. They just stay in the same place. I did this myself, mate. Don't do this. Learn from me. Don't do it, brother. I don't know about the Indian accent coming out so much in this video, but you know, heritage and a heritage. I'm not Indian, Pakistani, but you get the gist, similar thing. Even though you're coming to the gym, it doesn't mean you have to train properly. There's a difference between exercising and training. Exercising, just going through the motions, doing each machine, doing whatever. Training is like going to failure, having a plan, everything structured, and you know what you're doing for each set. You have a goal for each set. And I'm not saying like you gotta like plan everything to the, just at least minimum know what muscles you're hitting. That's it. And track your weights so you know which reps you're at, which weights you're at. That's what you gotta do. You probably heard me say it many a times, but progressive overload, main driver of muscle growth. If you don't progress, then there's no reason for your body to change. If you do the same things, you'll get the same results. Doing the same weights, doing the same reps, doing the same intensity every week, you look the same. It won't change you. So you gotta increase it. Even just having a loose structure of your training plan is enough. At least have an idea of what muscles you want to hit every session. That is better than just coming in and doing some argy-bargy, mate. Doing some random naff. I don't know, is naff the right term? I don't know the white man terms. I'm not that advanced on the white man terms yet. At least have some sort of split that you're going to do, push-pull legs, full body, upper, lower, whichever one you want. Pick that and do that every week. That'll give you some sort of structure, and then just track your weights, track your reps, and then just progress them over time. Your body needs a reason to change, and that comes from progression. Progression comes from structure. So get structuring, mate. Like a scaffolder, Bob the Builder.
When I go about my day, I don't usually have like a properly structured program in terms of every day, but I have an idea of 4 or 5 exercises I like.
That's it, yeah.
3 of them I might do. I'll try something else.
Yeah.
If that doesn't work, I'll try variation.
Yeah, you don't need a full-on like structure, like full-on like when I'm in the gym at 20 minutes, 34 seconds, I'm going to do this exercise, and then at 27 minutes, I'm going to be doing this. Nah, literally just having an idea of what you're going to do is enough. Just know what muscles you're going to hit, and just be tracking your weight so you know where your weights are at and where your reps are at, and just increase those over time. That's usually all you gotta do. Like I come in here, even with my clients, when I train them, I don't have like, if I'm doing a push day, I don't have, we have to do bench press, then we have to do incline chest press, then we have to do, it's like, because I come in here half the time, the machine's not free. I know what muscles I'm gonna hit with them, and I'll plan around that, go off the fly with that. Way better that way. So it's structured, it's like a loose structure basically. Have at least a loose structure. You gotta have at least an idea of what you're doing. Don't just come here, do random workouts, random things, you're gonna get random results. Building muscle will help you lose fat as well. Building more muscle, boost metabolism, all of that. All of the good stuff. So yeah, do that. That's how your set should look like. Train to failure. Oh, I'm out of breath. This is how you should be after every set. If you're doing a set and you just leave it and you're like how you were before the set, probably not an intense enough set. That's probably a sign you should take. But yeah, try to take every set to failure. That's what will build your muscle. Be out of breath like me. The biggest factor stopping your progress is consistency. People will be on track for a few days or a few weeks, but then they fall off. Fat loss doesn't come from a few good days. It comes from consistent weeks and months. Muscle building also doesn't come from a few good sessions. It comes from consistently turning up every week. Most people are inconsistent with both their training and their diet. They're strict during the week, and then they undo it all on the weekends because they want to go out with the lads. Or they skip sessions. This just creates a cycle where progress starts, but then it keeps resetting. So you keep undoing the good work that you've been doing. And with your diet, don't just go for a perfect diet. Don't try to eat this mad healthy diet. Instead of trying to go for a perfect diet, just try to improve your current diet. Make small changes that you can stick to. You want to focus on being consistent rather than perfect. So build a plan that you can see yourself sticking to in the long term. You'll be putting in all the effort and they think that you're failing. The truth is you're not failing. You're just not consistent. Be consistent in hitting your calories every week. Be consistent in training every week. Going up, progressively overloading. Being consistent is the main thing that will drive your results. If you're consistent in your diet for 1 week and then you have like 3-4 cheat days, it's gonna ruin all your progress. If you're consistent in the gym, let's say you go 3 days a week for a month, and then after that you miss 2 weeks and then you come back, your strength's gonna be fluctuating and you just get random results. So the main thing, stay consistent. That's why it's important to build a sustainable plan that fits your lifestyle and one that you can do long term. One that's easy for you to do. So like your diet, go by weekly calories instead of daily. That's more sustainable for the long term. And then your training, don't train like 5-6 days a week if you know you can't commit to that long term. Even like doing 2 days a week for 6 months is probably better than doing 5 days a week for 1 month. So commit to what you can do consistently. In both your training and your diet plan, you want to allow for some flexibility. This could look like maybe in your calories, going by weekly calories instead of daily calories. So maybe on the weekends, you can have more calories than you do on the weekdays, and there you can have your favorite foods and that, so you're not feeling like you're missing out on a chicken burger. Then for your training, go for an amount of days in the week that is easy for you to stick to long term. So if you know you work a full-time job 5 days a week, maybe training 5-6 days a week, are you going to stick to that long term? I don't know. I'm asking you, mate. Ask yourself. Maybe doing 3 days a week might be better. So allow some flexibility like that. Consistency over time is what actually gets results. So stay on track. Get the money maker.
What's the money maker?
And this is what I cover it. So it's the money maker. It makes too much money, so I gotta cover it. The truth is, a lot of people quit before the results start working. You're training for 2-3 months and you don't see any progress, and then you quit, but it doesn't work like that. You need to stay on it. People are too impatient nowadays, you know what I mean? Back in my day, we never had a TikTok and all this attention span and all that.
Bro, you literally did 6-7 the other day.
You just say that though. Fat loss takes time, but most people expect instant results. Like if you don't see quick changes, you lose motivation and you start doubting the process. If you don't lose 20 kg in 5 days, you must be having a heart attack. Relax, mate. It's not that deep. Well, it might be if you have a heart attack. You weigh yourself every day, you get frustrated over small changes, and you quit too early. You need to realize that these results will take time and it doesn't change overnight. To see a significant change in your body, it will take at least a few months. So be patient and just stick to the plan. Most people they don't need a better plan, they just need to stick to the current plan they have. You want to shift your focus to long-term progress. Track trends over time, not daily, and just give your body time to adapt. Just remember, you can't rush fat loss, but you can stay consistent. Oh, I got a good quote for this one. You ready? People, wait, let me remember it first. People overestimate what they can do in months, but they underestimate what they can do in a year. Shakespeare who, bro? He learned from me. That was cold. Come on. They definitely overestimate what they can do in months. Like when they start gym, they probably think, oh, in 3 months I'll be 20 kg down, or I'll build this much muscle, or I'll be doing 100 kg bench. Relax, brother. Don't even set expectations. Like, don't even like, because expectations always leads to disappointment, because it always be moving the goalpost. So don't attach yourself to like outcomes to be like, I'm going to lose 20 kg in 3 months. Don't attach yourself to the idea of that, because even if you do hit that, it won't feel as good as you think it would. Instead of attaching yourself to the outcome and the specific goal, just attach yourself to the journey and just enjoy the journey. I mean, everyone says that, it's very cliche. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey, but it's true. If you're just all about the destination, once you hit the destination, you're going to realize, oh, is that it? And then you're going to change your goal so that every time you're just going to keep hitting the goal, keep hitting the same point where like you're not satisfied. But the satisfaction doesn't come from those specific goals, it just comes from the consistency of doing it and making it part of your lifestyle and just feeling good when you do it and enjoying it. That's what it's about. Be patient, don't be impatient, don't be looking for like quick results, quick fixes, shortcuts. Stay consistent in what you're doing, the results will follow. Literally, if you literally train properly, eat properly, the results are guaranteed. And if you just stay consistent in it, the results are literally guaranteed. You just gotta wait, be patient, and it will come. Bro, I'm moving like Shakespeare out here. I might be him, you know, I might have to be him.
Better than Shakespeare.
Better than Shakespeare. Shakespeare who, bro? When was he born? You don't know about 6'7"?
1652.
Exactly, 1652, bro. Imagine being born in like 2026 though. Crazy, isn't it? You missed everything. If any of you are watching and you were born in 2026, first of all, I question how you're watching. And second of all, be born earlier, bro. You missed everything.
All the good World Cups, let's be honest.
All the good World Cups. Yeah, who's winning the World Cup this year? Is it coming home? It's not coming home. As long as America don't win the World Cup, I'm happy. Like, imagine Trump winning imagine Trump lifts the World Cup. Bro, imagine that. The game's gone. This game's not gone though. Training. Enjoy the game. If you fix these 4 things, your calories, your training, your consistency, your patience, you will start seeing results. Fat loss is not complicated. It's just about getting the basics right and sticking to them over time. A lot of the time you'll be putting in the effort, you'll be doing everything right, but it's these hidden things that can stop your progress. And most of the time it's one of these 4. If you fix these, the results will come. Literally, just stick to it and it will all be worth it. Don't panic if you're not losing weight in the first week or the first month. Stick to it. As long as you're doing everything correctly, everything will follow through. Your results will come and you'll get what you want. Inshallah.